Hello everybody, welcome back to the Z32 workshop. As I am still continuing to work on my 1993 300ZX convertible parts car, tearing apart the interior at the moment. As you can see, the car's in pretty bad repair that I've disassembled. I took apart the whole front end, get the motor and transmission out. I did not record that, unfortunately. Hopefully if I get another parts car, I'll record that so you guys know how that works. I completely disassembled the front end here. I'm still getting on the wiring. But let's get back to what I was talking about. We are going to talk about the interior. Last time we left off, I was worked on the heating and cooling system, which was the AC unit and the blower motor and the heater core and the box. This comes out in 3 separate little module boxes. Only way to get those out of the car, full disassemble, dash come out, dash brace mount, pull it out. It's an undertaking, no doubt. That takes quite a bit to get that whole thing up and moved out of the car. But once you get it, you get complete access. What I'm going to do now is get rid of the carpet. That was part of the reason I took those off. I didn't realize it goes across the middle there, and that's where those are at. So let me show you what that looks like here. Let me get you guys flipped around, and we'll take a look. Hang on a moment. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. I much appreciate it. Hope you find all this stuff informative and useful. Alright everyone, this is the interior where we left off yesterday. As you can see, the carpet goes across the middle here. And it looks like it's somewhat tacked down, but not that much. You'll have to get rid of without cutting the carpet, that's the only way to get out of it. You have to get the blower. The blower motor sits over on that side. AC sits there. This is actually the heater core and the door mechanism for shuttling everything around. Once you remove that out of the area, that frees everything. So center console needs to be gone, door sill, kick panel, door sill. Some of this is glued down, but it should be loose now. So let me get you guys set up and I'll show you how to remove it. And this is kind of got rust on it, so this isn't nice. I'm just doing it to strip the car and see how it's done. I'll see if anyone in the Facebook trade groups want to see it or buy it. I'm not a huge, I suppose you could clean it. It's just normal 2+2 or 2+0 carpeting. So let me get you guys set up. All right, guys, just start slowly pulling it up, which I had been doing already. You're gonna have to go around some stuff. Shift the brake is one. This is actually going to be loose. Just get the wiring tucked in. This is additional speaker wire that someone put in the car. And then once that's loose, this should... Oh, gotta get the door on the other side open. Hang on, guys. Or ladies, I don't know who's watching the video. Well, you can definitely learn a lot. So it's loose. Should come right on out. Should, it's kind of pain in the butt. Fits around a lot of tight things. Likes to snag on stuff. Boy, this is definitely almost feels like a two-man job. Here we go. Up. Oh. Get a feed power supply cable through for the seats. Almost there. Almost there. Beauty of having a convertible. I can stand up in the middle, pull this thing out. And up and over you go. And the carpet's out. I can tell you right now, that's pain. Let me get it up and out of the way a little farther. I don't know if you can see me, guys, but hello. Get out of there. That has a lot of sound deadening in it. All right. Let's take a look. A little bit of rust going on. I mean, you can see it. People spill stuff. Well, you can see where all this wiring goes. Your seat goes there, runs up, comes back, goes into there. Let's walk across here. Once again, looks like that's a little bit of rust there. Looks like some of the carpeting stuck around, like there and up there, but I think that's a separate pad because that's the electrical connectors for everything. So, all this wiring I will be removing slowly but surely. I think next up, since the carpet's out of the way, we are going to tear apart that area and get rid of all the other modules and bracketry, because it looks like there's more relays there. A good close look here. Those are the plugs. Are plugs? Yeah, it looks like 2 for the door. I am not for sure what that other wire there is for. Ground strap? That white wire there. So this is getting to be what this stuff looks like, guys. I'm going to go slow so you guys can see it all, take it in. Yeah, the steering column's pretty much floppy loose. It won't be connected to anything anyway, because I'm going to take the steering rack out. I'm going to have a spare, get it rebuilt. There's the other plugs for the doors. So, and you got controller wires running this way on the bottom there. Wiring there for the seat. That is for the passenger side, so you know that the seat's plugged in for a seatbelt. That plugs for seatbelt and power to the seat. That is antenna wire. Huh. They just run that underneath the carpet there. And you guys see it there, comes that way, pans that way. So we're going to work on that section next. All right, next up, I'm going to take this brace out, because this is the ECU harness that runs the car. You got 2 8mm. Looks like 4. You got 1. Oh, sorry for the loud noise, guys, but I don't have a... I'll be darned. I got screws all over the place in this car. All underneath the carpet. Alright, there's 1. Oh, shoot. Oopie. There's 2. Here's 3, which this is just for a controller of some fashion. Not sure what that one does. That's 2, and then 3 right here will be the cross member brace. This bracket pulled on is a bottom support for the blower motor and for the AC unit. So that's that. I'll get that thrown away. That gives us free, but look at this. That's your ECU. Should have a plastic cover on it like this to keep the bundles of wires protected. There's another connector right here. Let's remove it out of the way. This is probably part of the body, and as you can see, you got to try fitting that through. I don't know if you guys can see that. Through that hole up there. That's where all this stuff goes to. Alright. There's 1. There's 2. Well, look at that. I just got the whole wiring harness out of the engine bay. I'm feeling fantastic. That feels great. Next up, got another module here, which is already unplugged. Not sure what it's doing, but it's bolted down. Another 8mm. Let's pull it out. It's loose. Oh, it's definitely made in Japan. It's a control module of some fashion. As you can see it, guys, it's right there. There you go. Let's get you refocused on that. There you go. Next up, this module that was in the back side. Simple clip. Oh, this is the theft warning. So if you guys want to fully remove it, that's theft warning module. Did not know that. It's nice when they're labeled. Alright, next module here is this guy. It looks like it's got at least 2 8mm. Let's pull that out of the way. There's another one. I'm not for sure because the ECU sits there. Or actually, ECU sits like on top of this thing. Look at that, man. Things coming apart so much easier now. Look at all this room. Doesn't quite say it. I have to decode it. It says continued assembly. But it's another module. That should actually do for most of the modules here. This garbage cable here is for tweeters that someone put in the door. I'm not a fan of it. I think they look silly. That's just my take on it. These here are reusable zip ties. You pick up on them. People come off with them. They come off. Well, that wiring harness is free-ish. Let's take this panel out just to get this fire stuff. That looks bigger than 8mm. We're going rocking a 10. It's 10 it is. There we go. I can imagine the last time this came off is when the car was built. Or it's never been off. But this is also sound deadening and heat insulation. There's electronics here, but the exhaust will be dumping right here too on the back side. And I am all about just yanking stuff out of here. Let's take a look at this guy here. Yeah, it looks like it's just those, looks like 4 10mm. Sorry about the noise, guys. Well, I thought it was... Oh, actually, that's only 3. 3 of them gets this big panel out of the way. That frees that on up. And then this insulation can get yanked out. Which is looks like it's just glued on the back side a little bit. And it can get removed. Sound deadening, heat insulation. And I am finding all sorts of tabs of things that should not be. There you go, everybody. All that's taken out. So let me pause this and we'll take another sweeper look. Alright, next thing I'm going to try removing is I'm trying to get this control module out of the car. Let me show you where that goes. I know I haven't shown you guys much of the car on the front side, but That should be, oh shoot, there's two of them there. It's gonna be one of those. I'm gonna have to, whoops, sorry, it's gonna have to be one of those. I'm trying to get the body harness off. And that's the airbag system, the SRS system. But I've got that out of the way. Boy, this is, you know, if you wanted to make a race car, stuff I'd start removing. Get you a little bit, but it's get you there. I'm probably going to work on the modules over there just to get all this electrical stuff out of the way. So let me put you on pause and work on that for a second. Here we go, everybody. I am on the driver's side again. I'm going after this module here and this guy. It should be the last of the electronics on this end, I think. Whoop, sorry about that. This one's a 10 millimeter. Oh, that's tightening. Gotta go the other way. Once I do that, just put it there, honey. Yeah, this module's out. And there'll be another, looks like there's a clip here for this guy. Ooh, that's being held in by another screw. A little higher up, another 10 millimeter. Oh, that frees both of these guys. One's a relay. Not sure exactly what it's controlled for. And another module here that is, it doesn't say either. But all this stuff, they're not making anymore. Let me grab my screwdriver. Get over, step you guys here. Sorry about that. Ta-da! And actually, we're gonna leave those tab guys on for a moment. That gets us that guy. The next is the airbag, and it's held on by safety right there, and that bracket there is the ones I could sort of see, and those connectors. I'll probably see if I can get those connectors out. Let me work on that. Let's see if these will come off and play halfway nicely. Oh, that one did. That one worked out pretty well. And that guy did too. And if I do this right, this will get this wiring off to this side for the airbag. A little more room. And then this is one of those safety or zip ties you can use again. That frees up a couple of them. And that guy is there. So all that wiring can get off to the side there. Give you an idea of look here, guys. That's also your brake assembly, which, woohoo! That looks like that would be a Jordan change. Yeah, so this probably should help guys who are trying to do their, if they're doing a manual swap, if they're actually replacing the brake pedal instead of just cutting. Some guys, like I have, just take this and slice this off. It's a lot more, it's a lot easier, I can tell you that. But that's the brake pedal if you wanted to do that. Let's see if I can get this. I'm gonna get the safety screw, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put you on pause. Got the airbag control module out. Safety. Must have been another safety there that I got earlier. And then that's against the firewall. That was just a nut. As you can see, I'm gonna probably call her quits right now, guys. It's pretty hot, and I've been out here for a little bit. Carpet has been removed, along with some of the sound deadening. As you can see, this is, going to be quite spacious. I have also, let me zoom in for you if you can. I got rid of those relays. They just popped right on out and got all three of them there. I will probably be working on, next time, I'm not sure yet. See if I can get rid of the wiring loom now, I guess, since most of the modules are gone. Alright, there's those and that. Let me get you out. We'll get you guys done for today. That's probably going to do it for today in this episode, or installment, or part of the interior removal. Now we're down to, since the carpet's gone, I don't know if this is classified interior removal or no, if I'm just stripping the electronics and wiring out. There are some panels behind the seats I can remove yet, but I think I'm going to work on the wiring loom up by the dash first. As like you saw earlier, I was able to remove the ECU harness, which was actually, I don't know what people call that a problem. That slipped right on out. Maybe putting the new one in is the problem. I could be wrong. Or maybe because the AC and all that stuff has to come out. That's probably the situation, is it can't make the bends around there. I think I'll be able to do mine if I replace the wiring harness in my other car when I put the twin turbo in. I'll be able to do it. I'll pull the AC out like that one box out of the way to give me access. Maybe the blower motor. Clean them up. You know, might as well do some servicing while I'm in there since I got to redo the AC. My 93s for anyone's purpose were R12 cars. This didn't have any AC, so that core has been empty by one I actually drive, which I'll show to you guys some other time. That actually still is an R12 unit, as far as I can tell, and it blows very, very cold, which tells me it's either still R12 or the system is just amazing. But that's it for today's installment. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Every little bit helps. I'll much appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.